Hello everybody, Rick here of ItsRickysZone, and I'm back once again with another video. And yes, I do acknowledge it's been a long time since I made my last video, which involved a tablet unboxing. I will say, I did mention that video, I was going to make a final review of that. That is still in the works. I just admit it's been a bit late, so at this point it's more late than ever, but I do have more than enough kind of like exercised it, used it as a daily device, that kind of thing, to the point where I've got a fairly decent idea of how I feel about it. That being said, so that's going to be for another video. This video is going to be an unboxing of a phone, because I am a geek when it comes to old phones. But it doesn't even have to be old phones, it can be like smartphones and that kind of thing. I'm just a bit of a geek when it comes to technology in general. Now, if you don't already know this, we should probably do at this point. Nokia came back around 2017 after being bought out by Microsoft. Their phone division was bought out by Microsoft, and they came back by a company. The brand, more so than anything else, came back by a company called HM Global, or is it HM Global? I think it's HM Global, who market phones under the Nokia brand. And I just so happen to have two Nokia smartphones, or actually three. The camera you're watching from right now is literally a Nokia 3.1. It's kind of iffy, the camera. It's kind of palish. And I'm planning on getting a new camera in the future with better lighting and better, just looks. Because my hands are kind of tan in real life, and they look kind of pale on camera. But I think it's quite good for the most part. That being said, as well as smartphones, Nokia, kind of like throwback kind of nostalgia thing that they've been doing recently, as far back as 2017, is they've been reproducing their older phones, but with a modern twist. This first came about with the Nokia 3310, and I do actually have a model of a 3310. It's a 2017 model, not a 2018 model. There are differences between that. I will probably leave a reason why in the description if you want. But the Nokia 3310, the 2017 model, to kind of like be a throwback to the original model. And there was a few other phones before that. They brought back the banana phone in a way. It's kind of like the curved phone kind of thing with the sliding open flap. And it's funny because the Nokia 3310, I do believe the design for that was used for the Nokia 1, which was one of the first smartphones that Nokia brought out. I had the Nokia 1 and Nokia 1 Plus. I've had two of those devices. I've had both those devices. I still have the Nokia 1, but I can't find it. But if you've ever seen a Nokia 1, it does kind of echo the design cues of the 3310, both the original and the new one. That being said, out of the way, Nokia's brought out another phone which is echoing the designs of the original phone it's based on, and that is the Nokia 8210. In this case, it's a 4G model. Now, the reason for the two, I will probably just mention this just to get out of the way, but the reason why there's two different models of the 3310 is because one's a 3G model and one's a 4G model, as far as I believe. As well as the fact that the 4G model, or the 2018 model, has additional features like different kinds of apps you can install outside of just Java. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to be unboxing this phone because I wanted to buy it. It's kind of funny because in the past, I don't know, like 5 years, it seems as though people of my generation, and I'm only a 25-year-old, people of my generation seem to be going back to these phones just because they seem to find them a bit more convenient than just smartphones because of things like battery power, the worries that some people have for Google spying on that kind of thing. I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff personally. There are areas where I do concern myself when it comes to Google spying and that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I've not really got too much of an opinion on that. But as well as that, just the convenience of just having one of these old phones, just put your number on it. Maybe like the nostalgia trip of just texting someone through SMS, or I suppose, and that kind of thing. And these devices, they have like versions of like Twitter and Facebook and on them, so they are kind of future-proofed in a way. They're not completely old. They're not like ancient. They're purposely designed to emulate the old phones, and maybe for the elderly make them a bit because most people of the older generations aren't really keen or interested in the features you get of most smartphones, so they'll probably just flock to this. So this probably has everything they need in this little device. And again, it's nostalgia. I like the old what I refer to as the chocolate bar phones, as some people would refer to them. Chocolate bar phones, dumb phones, whatever you want to call these. There's so many different words to call these variations of phones. That being said, I'm going to stop waffling and actually get on to unboxing this phone. And that's going to start with me knowing where the box is. Oh, here's also the different colours you've got. So you've got white. I think that's either like grey or white. I'm not too sure. And you've got blue and red. I've got a blue 3310, and I do believe that these colours are actually emulating the original device's colours. I'm not too sure. I've seen the original device. I've never actually seen it in person, like in hand, but I've seen images of the original phone, the original 8210 with the dot matrix screen, the green, and the 5 different colours of green, those kind of screens, like the Nokia 3310 and that kind of thing. But let's see, how do I open this? Do I need a pair of scissors? I think I do. Wasn't really wanting to break this box, but hey, I own it, so why not care about it? I'll be putting it in the bin anyways once I'm done. Not the phone, the box. But let's just hatch this open. Oh, I have already destroyed the box. That is fun. I tried not to, and I did. That is depressing. Oh, it's the first thing that stares at you out the box. There you go. It's huge. Oh wow, that is huge. No, I am not even kidding. This thing is a beast. Like, holy heck, this is a beast. Oh, sorry, I just jacked the camera a little bit. Wow. This thing is just... Give me just 1 minute. Back, and I have bought with me... Another phone just went off. But I bought with me 3 phones. The 2017 Nokia 3310, which I was going to mention later. The classic 3310, which is in grey. This is the blue, and this is the grey model. And the ever nostalgic Nokia, the Nokia 5110, which came before the Nokia 3310. You can kind of tell by the design. This one's a little bit older. Oh my god, this phone itself is a nostalgia trip. And these are 3 phones that exist. And look at this beast. This thing is freaking giant. Just wow. And here's it next to the Nokia 3310. Oh boy, is this thing a beast. I know I'm being a little bit repetitive, but it is. It really is. It's big. I mean, was the original... compared to the original 8210, was the original phone big in comparison to the 3310? Or is this just... This is so strange. Oh god, the screen is so big. I know I'm being a bit repetitive at this point, but I didn't actually expect this to be so big. I mean, this is literally the phone in comparison to the retro phone. Oh freaking boy. Wow. Okay. I think I actually like this phone better now. Oh boy, I'll probably make a video comparing these later. Oh. Anyways, enough oohing at the size of the phone. Let's jump on to the other things in the box, because this is kind of light for being so big, so I think the battery might be in the box somewhere. Which I do think is actually supposed to be a safety thing. Oh, hello. What is this? Is this a plug? Yes. Because modern phones don't seem to be offering the plugs, they just seem to be offering the charging cable. Is this wise? Is this wise in 2023? To have the cable attached to the actual plug. I thought they were trying to do away with cables, like, instead of just going with like 2 cables, one for being able to hook it into your computer, the other one to actually hook it into, like, charge it in the wall plug. That they would just have, like, the actual charging plug with the USB socket, and you can just hook it in with that. Is this wise? I'm not really sure. This is coming from someone who was initially against the idea of sharing the same cable, but To each their own. But there we go. You've got the Nokia logo stamped on that. It seems high quality enough. I've got more than enough of these. It's micro USB, which everyone seems to judge nowadays. It does have its quirks. It does have reasons to be criticised the way it does. But other than that, let's look at the battery. Alright, so this is the battery. Nothing special. And what else is in the box? The instruction booklet, getting the quick guide in a pamphlet style. Fair dues. I'm just going to chuck that over there because I don't need it. All right. Just because I'm going to take the back of this off. Now, just in case you're asking, I do actually have a bunch of interchangeable covers for this. I was planning on getting a Coca-Cola one, but by the time I actually got the chance to actually buy one, it was out of stock in a second-hand store that I was in, which is a shame. But let's take a look at the battery. So this is the battery for this phone, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to like this because the battery seems a little bit smaller. I mean, it's wider. It's a few inches wider, but a little bit shorter at the top. Or is it? No, never mind. It's the same size. I am just being dumb. Anyways, I'm going to put this back in before I confuse the both of them. Well, that does kind of help that the batteries are kind of different because you don't actually have the ability to confuse them, and then something happens and the phone blows up. Anyway, let us pop the lid off this. If I can. Are you going to pop it? Oh my god! Why is it a flat back? I feel like I'm going to break it. All right, so here is the back of the phone. Nothing special, is it? All right, let's just take the back off. And this phone apparently supports 2 SIM cards. This is a dual SIM card device, and it's also got the micro SD card slot in it. And apparently, you can upgrade it to 32 gigabytes, I believe. Does it say on the box how much you can? It's a 2.8-inch screen, up to 6 hours, 27 days talk and standby time. Hang on, why does it say 6 hours to 27 days? Oh, that's an order. So 6 hours talking, so I can talk for someone for 6 hours on the phone, and 27 days on standby. What is this on the top of the phone? Is that the flash? Some kind of like flashlight add-on or something? That is strange. Why is it not here with a camera to act as an actual flash? I'm going to find out what that is when I turn the thing on. That's if the battery's got any charge. Let's just hook the battery in. And hey presto, let us put the back on. I don't actually like the fact that the cover's so flat like this. I feel like over time, with me taking the back out to replace either like the SIM card or the SD card or something like that, because occasionally I do kind of do that kind of thing. I feel like over time that's going to weaken the back. Ask me how I know. I've got like one tablet which I've had to put tape on the back of, but anyway, that's a story for another day. Can you actually see me over this? No. Aha, I am invisible. No one can see me, even though I've already done a face reveal twice. Alright, so here we go. This is the Nokia 8210. Not to be confused with the 3310. But anyways, enough goofing around. Let us actually turn on the beast. If it has any charge. No charge. Oh, hello. Do you have any charge in you? Be worth a try. Okay, I can already tell that the speaker's going to be quite good. Hi there. Let's get set up. What's your language? I speak English, thank you. Oh. No, please. Are you doing boop sounds? Please don't. That is just weird. Anyways, okay. Do you want to set the time and date now? You can change this later in settings. Thank you for choosing Nokia 8210 4G. By continuing, you accept the HMD Global. That's my mistake. Privacy policy. Your use of the HMD Global service and application on your device is governed by the HMD Global privacy available at something. Let's continue. preparing for first use. 24-hour clock. Auto update. Do I need to worry about the clock at this time? I think I'll just leave it like that, actually. Because it's just a small font, large font. Is it currently on small font? I think I'll just go for small font for now, because I can read it through the camera quite well. Power saving mode. Power saving mode will turn off your mobile data, Bluetooth and LCD brightness for extended power use. You can save further by disabling 4G LTE network in settings, power saving mode. To power on saving mode, please go to settings, power saving mode. Alright, so we are at home base. I'm saying it again, I do apologise, but I cannot get over how big this screen is. How big the phone is. My golly, you have future-proofed yourself, I think. But you're a beauty, though. I will say, though, I would prefer your older brother, your grandpa. But, you know, hey, you're a bit more functional, you're a bit more modern, and you're quite good. And it seems to be a bit more updated software-wise compared to this as well, so that's another bonus as well. Press... Oh, hang on. What? What are you doing? Oh, that's the radio. Never mind. Ah, that's me just being dinged for copyright, hasn't it? Anyways, okay. So, volume 5. Now, there is actually an older Nokia phone I'm planning to make a video of in the future, which I've actually got 2 of them, actually. And it seems as though Nokia seems to be, you know, bringing back a kind of nostalgia trip when it comes to their software. Like one-tone like interface and that kind of thing. So it's a case of never change Nokia. Oh, colours. Okay, that's the difference between this. I can't turn this on to show you, but if you've ever seen the 3310, and I will probably make a dedicated video on it in the future, but if you've ever seen the 3310 in action, you'll probably have seen the interface, and it's kind of dull. It's just like, you know, a two-tone screen. It's just like all the icons are just like pure white in some cases, and flat. Why is it locked by default? Okay, Snake Zenzia. New game. Okay, we can probably take a look at the whole games and stuff later. It's got a video player. Shoot some videos, they'll show up here when you recorded them. But does it do it for pre-recorded stuff? Can I add music to it? Refreshing your list. It has nothing. It has nothing to offer. Camera. Kind of delayed. It's not as washed out as it might appear on the camera, actually. It's actually a little bit better. It's not all blue or anything. It's actually a little bit better, but the frame rate is a little bit kind of depressing. I mean, it works. It works for what it is. It's not too bad. I probably say that looks kind of good. But anyway, that's the camera. Tetris. It has a Tetris. What does this do? List view, one icon, theme color. Oh, you can insert a theme. Oh, that's nice. It's very Windows Phone. Yes, I did just mention that old platform. Say what you like about it in the comments. Theme updated. I am now in blue. More games. Arrow Master, Doodle Jump. It's got Doodle Jump, Crossy Road, Airstrike, Return. Extras. Countdown timer, stopwatch, torch off, converter, calendar, torch, files, counters, voice recorder, blackjack, racing attack. Oh, come on, why do I have to buy it? That's not fair. I might be able to get it for free somehow. I'm not going to explain how. Now, if you've seen previous videos on this channel, you might have actually seen the Alcatel 232 video that I did. And the Alcatel 232 actually has this game preloaded on it. It's not got like any fancy features on it. You can't there's no like store for anything. There's no way to actually sideload apps onto it or anything. But oh wow, I love this. Okay, I'm going to say I'm a little bit biased to this kind of stuff, but I am starting to like this phone, and I've barely even taken it out of the box. I just want to say right here, this video is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Nokia. I bought this phone with my own money. That's all I want to say right here. And I'm already starting to consider the fact that I might actually like it. Welcome note. Okay, this is lock screen background. There's a lock screen on this. Wallpapers. That's a bit of an upgrade from this old one. This barely has anything preloaded on it, like two or three images on that, and there's a bit more going on here. Not as boring as a selection. On this one, it's like, like circle shaped things, like a flower, I believe, and a moon and something else. Choose from gallery. I'm not taking anything in my gallery, so there's nothing to show. That would be interesting to try it though. Theme. Oh, I've already tried the theme. You can get an idea of what the colours are like. Keypad. What does a keypad do? Speed dial, lock screen, shortcuts. Welcome note. So is this the lock screen then? I will say though, I've already said this once or twice, but I really like the screen on this, and I really want to make a comparison video comparing these two phones. I might do that in the future actually. If I get about 5 likes on this video, because this channel is so small, if you all like this video and let me know in the comments down below that you want to see me compare both of these phones together, I will do just that. But why is it locked? That's annoying. Can I set it to unlock, please? Now, there's nothing really to demonstrate when it comes to phoning or calling in that sense, because there's nothing really to show, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to internet, actually that's actually worth a try. I could probably see if I can connect it to Wi-Fi. STK, what's that? Storage, power saving mode, system connectivity, flight mode, Bluetooth, GeoSIM. It's got Bluetooth. That's good. Access points, emergency calls only, network type, system, call back, online software update. That's going to be a bit of a bugger. I can't use Wi-Fi on this thing. Obviously, I don't think I can. Select options. Yeah, that's going to be a bit annoying. This is another one of those phones that you'll need to be using mobile data to actually make it work. Especially if it's got updates that it needs to install, you want to install apps and stuff on it. That's going to be a little bit annoying, I think. Battery, GeoSIM, access points. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that. Key guard. On. Off. I don't need a key guard. Not yet, even. Oh, hello. I'm back on the radio. I'm on the radio! Hey mom, I'm on the radio. I'm on TV. But there we go. That is going to be that. I think I've already dragged this video on a bit too long to my liking. But there we go. That is that for this phone so far. Not really too much I could probably talk about when it comes to this. Probably okay. Might try some Tetris before I go. I don't want sound. I don't want to be copyright stricken. So it's got Tetris on it, which is nice. I keep saying this, but it's the size of the screen really gets me. And this is Snake Zenzia. Not to be confused with the original Steak, but it's good that Nokia provides this, because it is a classic. It's literally the solitaire for Windows on Nokia. Without it, it's MS Paint or that kind of thing. Snake is kind of integral to the Nokia kind of brand in some way. So not having it in there, that was a bit of a shame. So they provided it somewhere. Zenzia, I do believe that Snake Zenzia is actually built by them. But anyway, that's being said, I've already said twice now that I'm probably going to end the video there, and that's going to be it. That being said, guys, that's going to be it for the Nokia 8210, the 4G model, that is. And as I say, already I am liking this. It's so freaking big, like wowee. And I think I remember right when I first recorded my first video on this, I kind of thought that the screen was kind of big. Back then for the 3310, which is like it's a little bit bigger than it is. but the form factor was still the same. Now, is the original version of this the same size? That's what I want to know. That being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I will probably do like a couple of other videos talking about this phone, comparing it to the software on this, as I say, and that lovely stuff. But with that being said, I hope you have a very nice rest of your day. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the next one. Bye bye.